big spur starts getting those claws sharpened, Williams-Brice Stadium comes alive in support of their South Carolina Gamecocks. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. The Gamecocks have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. He'll bring it out. It's Harris. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Blue Devils offense will have the ball first. And they were in the market for a guy to make an impact on the ground, and they found him in this transfer, guys.
This was an offense that needs explosive play, so bring this dude in at the running back position and let him go. I can't wait to see what he's able to do today.
Man, let's see if he can earn the respect of his teammates. You know, you've done this and you have experience elsewhere. Now you get to do it for your squad, for your new team, all the hype. Let's see what he's got.
All right, guys, let's look at the big picture for Duke. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
That's reeled in. It's Andrews. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
This time they'll go to the running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Blue Devils will hustle to the line. Takes the handoff. It's Overton. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. Converts on fourth down, still going. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Grabbed behind the line. It's Overton. Oh, he's got some space. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10.
Great job, too, by the QB there, holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The give to the back. Hard running there. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Duke! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
Well, the offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TV.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So South Carolina's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And David, they've got a guy in the backfield that certainly is capable of carrying more than his share of the weight in this offensive attack.
Yeah, he's a piece, but I would argue this, Reese. Like, you need to get the ground game going. For this offense to be successful, they need a physical tone setter, and he can be that, sometimes up, sometimes down. They need that consistently, Jesse.
They need him to show up when it matters the most, and there's going to be times in this game like we've seen throughout his career when the defense wants to take away wide receivers or players on the perimeter, and that's when this guy has to show up and shine. He's got vision, he's got cutting ability, he's got speed, but that's got to be on display in this game.
And the Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Use the play fake, now to throw. Rifles it down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. They'll throw on 3rd and short. All down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. And the Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw on 3rd. Works the middle of the field. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, the running back has it. Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Using the quick game. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's going to take off. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. He's looking to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
To the air on 2nd down. Bought a little time, lets it go. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play, you line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Thompson wants to throw. He's got an open man. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. The Blue Devils in the hurry-up.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. And the Blue Devils will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll take it on the return. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
The Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on third and short. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. Breaks the tackle. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
To the air on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Just keeps slinging it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Gamecocks send out the punt unit. They'll look to pin him deep. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you.
Snatches it on the right. All the way out across the 45-yard line, marking out of bounds at the 46.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Out of the gun, the inside give. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Blue Devils want to pick up the tempo.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. And the Blue Devils with the 1st and 10. Thompson to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Stewart. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Grabbed over the middle. It's Soto. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. 2nd down coming. There he goes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Soto.
I'll tell you, when you've got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass plays on first down, even if the defense is in zone coverage. A really good job there, working his leverage, finding the soft spot, making it an easy completion.
The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Steps away. Gonna try to get it himself. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47.
And, man, you knew he could do it, right? That's why you want to be in 3rd and short. This offense, he drops back to pass. Everybody thinking pass, but he knew exactly where he needed to get. Lowered the shoulder, got there, got a little extra, but that's why this offense is so hard to defend.
Pass is broken up. It's incomplete, but there is a flag on the play.
Pass interference. Offense.
Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. They'll go to the air. He lobs one high down the left side. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And when it's third and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. So offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Thompson wants to throw. Sets up the screen. Spins away from the defense. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Bringing it back.
Not only do they get the interception, but they're able to get a huge return. Remember, this team practices this all week, right? Once they get the interception, they've got guys turning their heads, and they're looking for blocks. They're looking for people to get a hat on down the field. And with that INT, they now flip it. That could be a big point swing in this game.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll have to find the line and generate some power. A 46-yarder from the left. Between the uprights, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4. So as it turns out, a two-play drive results in a field goal. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one so far from there in Columbia. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create. Broken field as he stopped at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Great place to start for this offense. Rides the back on the option to give. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
And after that run, getting right back up to the left. To go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
He'll try it again. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Blue Devils are in the hurry-up. Thompson to throw. Rushes on him, trying to make magic with his feet. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. And the Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
They'll go right back to the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Turning it on! He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, South Carolina! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
I like to get backed up towards the end zone and you go aggressive and spin the football, try to make the big play, and do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. USC looks like a legit title contender right now. That offense is just having its way. They're up by 18 over Georgia. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down for 38. They had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. They'll give it to him again. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
Thompson wants to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. Puts it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll move the tight end. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go.
Give a lot of credit to defense on this one. They were able to generate a pass rush, force the quarterback to move off of his spot, and that definitely affected his accuracy. That's a big reason why that throw was incomplete.
Got the back over the middle. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got his man on the right. He was running through tackles and picked up the 1st down and finally got knocked down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Hand off from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He'll come through on 3rd downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Under fire. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's gone. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Yeah, I like what this offense did, man. They stayed aggressive. They were trying to get the 1st down through the air. But here's the good thing now. You punt the football away. You
converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Touchdown, Gamecock. And they take it in for 6 more points.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away, count on your defense. Not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. He'll pull it on the read. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the 1st. An array of possibilities here. Gives it on the option. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. And the Blue Devils want to crank the tempo.
Well, the good news is you got the 1st down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game. And this is why it's so important, David, to get the run game going, because it sets up play action and gives them an opportunity to take these types of shots down the field.
And it's just so hard because as a defensive lineman, when you give the play action, I'm thinking run, I'm playing run, slows that pass rush down just enough and sucks those linebackers up, make those passing windows so much bigger. Nice job by the offense.
Thompson to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Stewart. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. The short hands, it's Avery. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Hauls it in the first down and more. Bust through behind his pad. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals. The Gamecocks are flying down the field. Looking to pass inside the red zone. The quick out. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Dances away. Unleashes to the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on. Makes the grab, past the marker. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And they add 6 more on the board with that trip to the house.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Harris. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Thompson wants to throw. Finds his target down the middle. And they're able to get him down. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. He's looking downfield to throw. He'll pull it down. Wisely avoiding the big hit with the slide. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Here's a throw downfield late. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Quickly complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
I like the slot receiver because it gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Snagged out of the air. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down.
Just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. 38-17. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
The offense going to try again on another play. They'll just spike it on this one. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Thompson to throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other.